Gigabyte.
Alright, hello everyone, Mith here, bringing you today the Mith.Trust versus First Departure game. It is from the GEST tournament, so the group stages. I am replacing Mott, so I am Mizrim, a really new caster. I apologize if I make any mistakes. So I was supposed to cast the games which weren't casted at all, and apparently there's a problem with Mott, so I had to replace him. Like, I really knew about this like 10 minutes ago only. So hopefully I won't butcher the cast, and you'll spend a good day watching the group stages of this tournament, GEST. Mith.Trust versus First Departure, Mith.Trust, a team that we already saw in some old tournaments. Mith.Trust, I believe they were here in the It's Gozu Monthly Madness Asia tournament. And also in some old, I think they were here in the first international. I might be wrong though. So First Departure are gonna go ahead and ban the Darkseer first. Darkseer, one of those heroes who we often seen banned because he's just so annoying. He is very good as a solo laner, long laner, and he's also just a pain in the ass to deal with in the team fights with the vacuum, with the wall. And Mith.Trust are gonna go ahead and first ban the Wisp, which is pretty surprising to me. Wisp is one of those heavy ganking hero that we don't often see first banned, but this is Southeast Asia Dota, so I'm not really sure about what we're gonna have to look out for. So Wisp, one of those very aggressive support hero that maybe Southeast Asia really like to play. And we're gonna have First Departure banning the Bat Rider, which is not really surprising after the whole amount of buffs he receives in the 6.75 patch. Even with a small strength nerf in the 6.76, he won't be that much affected. And Mith.Trust are gonna ban the Naga Siren, which although she has been quite nerfed also in the 6.75 with the cast time nerf, as well as 14 less damage at level 1, which is enormous. Her ultimate is still the same, it hasn't been changed, it's still 60 seconds at level, at a 60-second cooldown at level 16, which is really annoying. And First Departure are gonna first pick the Nature Prophet, which is something we used to see a lot in like last year, but nowadays, if we take a look at the tournaments, Nature Prophet is less of a first pick, first ban hero, and he's often, in fact, played or picked very late, and he's used as a hero that completes the lineup more than just a hero that you first pick and then construct your lineup around him. Nature Prophet, he hasn't been receiving nerfs in the 6.75, so this is not the reason. It's because new heroes such as Rubik, such as the Naga Siren, such as the newly buffed Bat Rider, or the Jakiro, all those heroes with the new recent buffs, or the really added benefit of being new, those heroes are now in the first pick, first ban position, such as Rubik. I might want to remind you guys that Rubik in the second international had above 60% win rate, and it's going to be Rubik a Tidehunter for Mith.Trust. Rubik, one of those heroes who is not very how can I say that? Rubik, basically, if you first pick him, you're not showing anything. Rubik can be played as a support, he can be played as a solo mid lane hero, and his ultimate has almost enough, like the potential of his ultimate just depends on the enemy team. So you can't really counterpick a Rubik, like hard counterpick. There's nothing like, for example, I first pick TA and then you get the Bat Rider to shit on the TA in the lane. And Jakiro now picked for First Departure. Jakiro with this new buff to Ice Path, he's really strong now. It's 9-second cooldown, I think, at level 4 of Ice Path, which is really huge due to the fact that it's, I think, a 2-second stun duration, and it also has a huge AoE and huge range. So the mana cost has been increased by a bit. It went from 75 to 90 in the 6.76, but it's still not enough in my opinion. Jakiro's Ice Path right now is still very strong. It deals 100 damage at all level, and also you can just spam it, and there's almost no, let's say, drawback of spamming this Ice Path since the cooldown is so low on it. you don't like use the ice path and say, okay, so I can't use it for 25 more seconds. I can have it like in 10 seconds. Invoker now pick for first departure, and Mith.Trust, I didn't talk about their second pick, Tidehunter. Tidehunter, a very stable pick. I mean, he's very strong as a support and as a long laner. He's quite okay. He has a superb ultimate in the team fight, which is the Ravage. Due to the fact that it's so huge in AoE, it's very hard to miss. It's not like the Enigma. When you see the Enigma, for example, you might say that, okay, so Enigma, Tidehunter, their ultimate is quite the same. It's just, stunning up in the AoE. It's totally different. Tidehunter has a burst damage coming up from the Ravage. It is a lot of damage, as well as the AoE, the fact that you can just walk in here, and it's very hard to bring down Tidehunter before he uses his ultimate, because he's just innately pretty tanky, and you can't really chain stun him with the Kraken Shell. Mith.Trust is now going for an anti-mage. So anti-mage, one of those heroes who, in the last international, I mean now in the international 1, he was the go-to carry hero. He was just so mobile, you couldn't shut him down. He just farmed the entire time, and then in the late game, he could just come in and destroy everyone. And in the second international, anti-mage kind of like fell off, and we saw a lot of Morphling play instead. Morphling was 58% win rate in this tournament, and also with Morphling, which right after received a onslaught of nerf in the 6.75 patch. So instead, it's gonna be the anti-mage here, and yeah, basically Morphling after the nerf, he wasn't really played anymore. Not at all. I think the number of games he had been played after the 6.75 in the competitive games is maybe something like 8, compared to, I don't know, 50 or 60 in September. So now it's going to be a Night Stalker ban for first departure. Night Stalker, one of those heroes who is very aggressive, but also one of those heroes who rely on timing a lot. It's really about how you can get up to this 6-minute mark with enough farm, enough levels to be really scary, and to control the lanes by not only killing people, but the simple fact that you're here roaming around, your enemies shouldn't be able to farm safely. They should be afraid. They should really be forced to at least tower hog, or to not be able to like rotate around as solo supports to help in the mid lane or in the top lane, because they're afraid that a Night Stalker might be here and just getting them on 1v1. Enigma ban now for first departure. Enigma, another of those very strong teamfight hero, as I said before. And Mith.Trust is going to ban the Lone Druid. Lone Druid, one of those carry heroes who really have a peak efficiency when he gets the Radiance, if he goes for the Radiance. So if the Lone Druid gets safe farm, usually he will get the Radiance by the early 20 minutes, or even before like 15 to 20 minutes. And even if he's on the long lane and he's quite shut down, he can get the Radiance by 25-30 minutes. So Lone Druid also very good at pushing towers without committing himself. So what I mean by this is he put the items on the bear, and the bear go ahead and hit the tower. And that means that even if you kill the bear, he can risk summon it, and you're forced to really go on the bear if you want your tower to survive. And by using spells or going on the bear, you're screwing up your own positioning or your own timing on the spells. So Leshrac now banned by Mith.Trust, as well as Dragon Knight. And Leshrac, a very common support nowadays with the AoE, AoE stun of the Split Earth, and the Double Edict, which allows a early game push. Dragon Knight, I'm not really sure about this ban. I don't often see Dragon Knight banned. He's a hero that's also a sort of semi-carry that can do a lot of pushing as soon as level 6 due to the green dragon form. And TA banned for first departure. So as of now, we have Anti-Mage, Tidehunter, Rubik. They all can, I mean, at least Anti-Mage is probably going to be on the safe lane, or we could see a dual mid Anti-Mage, but I don't think it will be the case. Tidehunter might be either as a support or as a long lane. Rubik, same, he could be as a support or as a solo mid. And for first departure, we have Invoker, who could be, like Earthshaker and Jakiro, they're probably going to be the support hero of this game. And we have Earthshaker, which is a pretty defensive hero as far as trialing goes. Why do I say that? Is because Earthshaker, the Fisher, it has a very, very long range, and usually you see the Earthshaker pick as a support hero when you're afraid that the enemy might go for an aggressive trialing, because he can really punish the enemy for going too far inside the fight. And this Fisher allows him to really block the enemy. And Queen of Pain now picked by Mith.Trust. So again, Queen of Pain could be on the long lane or in the middle lane, so it will depend on where Rubik goes. And as Invoker, we could see the Invoker on the mid lane, or we even saw Invoker on the long lanes quite some times. Invoker, as a mid laner, he's not as strong as he was before. Due to the base damage nerf, you might say that, yeah, it's only 4 base damage that has been taken away at level 1, but this is huge for Invoker's lane control. Now, the fact is, if he doesn't go for Exort, he has very low base damage, and it's very hard to just take the control of the lane through last hit denies due to the fact that you have so low of a base damage. And if you go for Exort, that also means that your potential to just absorb the harassment through Quas Wex build is just not here, because if you go for Exort, you need the Exort quite early to be efficient with those Sun Strikes. And Windrunner now picked for first departure. So Windrunner, that leaves a Nature Prophet, and yeah, there's no real hard carry on this team for first departure. So we'll have to see how it goes, because at the moment, Nature Prophet can do pretty much everything. We saw JO's Nature Prophet going middle, we saw a lot of Nature Prophets going on the long lane with those, trends to pull the enemy creeps, and Nature Prophet can almost also go in the jungle, although it's less likely now. We see a lot less Nature Prophets going into the jungle, and Windrunner could also be on the middle, or on the long lane. Invokers, it's the same, and we could even see, for example, a farming Windrunner or a farming Invoker, because those two are semi-carries in the sense that they really scale pretty well with those items in the late game. A Windrunner with a NKB, for example, and a Sheepstick is a really scary sight to see, and same for Invoker. If he gets this Aghanim Scepter, this Sheepstick, and even some Invoker going for something like the Refresher Orb, but this is more of a low build. So Invoker also one of those heroes who can, and Lich pick for Mith.Trust, and now Lich Anti-Mage probably going to go middle. I mean, Lich is for sure going to be the support, and that leaves Queen of Pain going to be solo lane, that is for sure as well. And that means probably either the Tidehunter or the Rubik on the solo lane as well, and we'll have to see for it. So SD for Mith.Trust going to be on the Rubik, R5 on the Tidehunter, Lay Kills on the Anti-Mage, AABBA on the Queen of Pain, and TNK on the Lich. We're going to have on first departure side the Nature Prophet P, and the Jakiro is going to be played by Infatuated, and the Invoker is going to be played by Polasan. That leaves Miracle on the Windrunner and Luby on the Earthshaker, and the Mindari Pause already. So we see a lot of pings going down in this area. We might see a first level smoke, but really, as those heroes go, there's not a lot they can do at level 1. Nature Prophet at level 1 quite weak. He has a Sprout if he wants to, but that means he can't go for the Nature's Call, which is almost always the level 1 spell for Nature Prophet, due to the fact that he needs it to pull the creeps. And Invoker at level 1 can't offer anything. You see his base damage is 38 at level 1, which is just horribly low. It's compared to all the other heroes here, 50, 52, and 51 here. On the other side we have 53, 51, 40, 49, 46, and 50. So with those 38 base damage, you really can't do much in the middle lane if you go 1v1. And on the other side, so they haven't picked their items yet. We have Lich going for the level 1 sacrifice, so this is pretty much common, just to make sure that one lane in the level 1 has the little advantage here. You take away at least either a melee creep or a range creep, and that means this lane is going to get pushed towards your tower. So usually you see the Lich doing this in the long lane, so the hero here has less of an awful time to get some experience. And it could be that we see a Anti-Mage as well, Lich on the middle lane, and that could be a Tidehunter Rubik dual laning, but this is really, really strange. So otherwise it can be just a regular tri-lane with the Lich and the Anti-Mage +1. And it looks like the game is gonna go. So we're gonna jump into the game now. And depending on the items these guys pick, we're gonna see. So Tidehunter just got a courier, so he's very unlikely to go on the long lane. He's getting a second courier. What the hell? Whoa. Alright, so we have 2 couriers. So Mith.Trust get 2 couriers. I get one is gonna be the Bottle Fairy Duty. Tidehunter is going to go on the long lane here with the Rubik, and that leaves Lich and Queen of Pain. Okay, I'm super confused here. I'm really confused. I really don't know what they are going to be up to, so I'm not going to talk about Mith.Trust before I see what the lanes are going to be. So, Queen of Pain, it looks like she's going to go on the long lane, but she has no ward whatsoever to ward their jungle. Rubik could potentially go in the mid lane, but usually you don't see Rubik going for Clarity Potion if he goes in the mid lane. And it looks like Mith.Trust going to be on the top lane. Luby is here with already a smoke, so we are going to have to see early game stuns and early game ganks. Jakiro with the Sentry Wards. Again, a lot of pings coming in. And Invoker's going to be on the mid lane, and that leaves Windrunner on the short lane. So, farming Windrunner, I guess? Or are they going to swap around? So, a lot of pings. Aggressive ward already coming on the top lane. And, so pings again coming in. Jakiro is heading for the top. And it's going to be aggressive tri-lane for first departure. So we're going to see Invoker on the top lane. On the bottom lane is going to be Mith.Trust instead. They just swapped around. There's the Sentry Ward pop down. They know that there's an Observer Ward here. They already deny it. And Rubik is indeed going to be in the middle lane. So he might be... Tidehunter might be here to help him as well. And on the top lane, well, Anti-Mage is not going to have a lot of good time here because Windrunner has a very good attack animation. She can harass Anti-Mage pretty much a lot of time without any problem. And while also taking last hits. And with the Jakiro's Ice Path as well as the Earthshaker's Fissure, those are two very long range disabled, so even if you blink away you might get caught by those spells. So aggressive ward planted down by Mith.Trust here, so they have division over the high ground. Invoker's going for a Quas build right now, and they're diving already on the Anti-Mage, but I think it's just to scare him away right now. They know that the creeps have been pulled here, so they know that there's no creeps going to be hitting under this tower. On the bottom lane, we have Mith.Trust going against the Queen of Pain. And let's take a look at the last hit denies as of now. So, first departure trying to contest this pull. 4-4-3 and 5-4-3 and 4-4-2 on the bottom lane. So it's pretty much even at that point, at least creep-wise. In the mid lane, we have Invoker with 3 creep kills. And we have Rubik with 3 as well. So Invokers is having an okay time, let's say. And on the top lane, well, Anti-Mage still having 4 creeps. Of course, it's not a lot, but he's still managing to farm some creeps, which is not always the case when you're facing a aggressive tri-lane. And Lich is going to counter ward this spot, so they're going to be able to pull again. Anti-Mage still has 1 Tango, 1 healing self, and we see rotation coming down from Tidehunter. He's going to get the regeneration rune, or at least he spots it. We have Jakiro's moving in the mid lane as well. And that leaves only 2 on the top lane, Windrunner as well as Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage is standing his ground quite fine. And he's still managing to find some farm. 5-4-3. So on the bottom lane, we have Tidehunter coming from behind. It might very well be the first blood, but now they see it. And ABBA going in very aggressively. He might go down here. One more auto right click. And Mith.Trust in fact gets the first blood here. So this gang going very bad for Mith.Trust. A bit of a miscommunication, I guess. R5 got spotted by the creep and he went back immediately while the Queen of Pain blinked in. And Queen of Pain in the early game is not that tanky at all. So that is first blood coming up for the first departure side. So if you take a look now at the last hit, the experience graph, and at the goal graph. So goal graph is going in the advantage of the Radiant due to this first blood, but experience graph is going to go for the Dire. So Mith.Trust is having a better time, at least as far as farm goes. And again, they're going to go on Mith.Trust. This time, Mith.Trust, you are going... No, are you kidding me? He's going to be able to just TP away. So Sprout, TP, very, very good reaction timing here. One more right click might have been the death of him. So Rubik here against a level 4 Invoker now. Invoker going for Quas Wex. So this build of Invoker is less damage output, but more control in the team fights. And we see again Tidehunter rotating in the middle lane again. He's gonna get the regeneration, so he might even go on the Invoker. But the Invoker is full health almost, and he has the Ghost Walk if he wants to. On the top lane, how does it look like? 6-4-3 on the Anti-Mage. And the winner 11 for 3 missed. Anti-Mage taking a bit amount of damage, and Ice Path is gonna land as well, so he's taking more than a few amount of damage. He has again some tangos, as well as a Ring of Regen. He's probably going to... Oh, very good Shackle coming in, and the Fissure coming up to... Oh, he's gonna get killed! No! Blink away at the last moment. Almost getting the kill here on the Anti-Mage. Very, very good Shackle into the Fissure. Very good chaining up the spells, the stuns, but one more right click would have sealed the deal. Not the case here. Anti-Mage is probably going to look for his Tranquil Boots as soon as possible, and they're gonna go on Lich. Lich is running away. Lich, the Shackle Shot isn't gonna land, but even Sniper Prophet TPing in, and now Anti-Mage is just poking his head, but he knows he can't do anything. So they're gonna go and take down this first tower as well. So 2 for 0, 1 tower, first departure, up for a very good start. And remember guys, these are best of ones. It's group stages matches, so how does it work? Well, the group matches, it's each group has four teams, and the 2 teams that get on the top of the group matches will be able to advance into the real tournament. We see Invoker getting Telekinesis, and I don't think there will be enough damage output. Nope. So Invoker will just stay here with 3 level in class to heal up. So you see his regen is quite through the roof, 10 HP per second. He's gonna be just fine in a few seconds. Rotation coming up for first departure again. Smokin, Jakiro, and Earthshaker coming in, and they might get a kill on the Rubik. At least that's what they're looking for. So Jakiro is gonna go first. Rubik has to be careful. The Cold Snap is gonna land, and Fissure gonna land here as well as the Ice Path. He's blocked here. There's no way he can run away. Oh, he's gonna get killed. And oh, Invoker pulled in the wrong side of the Fissure, but the Titanture is only level 3. There's no way he can do anything about this. And now Anti-Mage has a bit more room to farm because of the rotation coming up from the support hero. Windrunner, she has decided to go for the Arcane Boots. So more mana for her supports to farm, and Shackle's not gonna land in Anti-Mage level 6. Has the Mana Void, but at level 6 it's not a lot of damage coming up. Rubik is gonna be able to land the Telekinesis. The slow is gonna fall with the Lich, and Titanture doesn't have enough for a Gush. Do they really want to go in this? And now that means Titanture is probably going to fall for this aggressiveness here coming from Mith.Trust, but really no. They had absolutely no way to kill the Invoker. Invoker still had the Tornado in his pocket if he needed. So, again, this is going to be Titanture falling down, and 7 minutes in. Let's take a look at the gold graph now. So 2k gold in advantage for the Radiant. Experience is quite the same. So Windrunner is going to get harassed by Anti-Mage, but Anti-Mage has to be careful. He's going to blink away. And Nature Prophet is coming in. In fact, he's going to use the Shroud. And there's only 1 level in Blink, so he's going to get Shackle Shot, and this is the death of Anti-Mage. Even Invoker coming in with the Cold Snap to make sure that he doesn't blink away. Blink at level 1 is very long in the cooldown. It has 12-second cooldown. It's more than enough time. If you see the Anti-Mage blinking away, TP in, Sprout, 3 seconds of disable. And now that's again an Observer Ward planted down for the dire side. So they see everything. Rubik stealing the Dual Breath. That's not what he wants. On the top lane, Lich gonna run into Nature Prophet as well as Windrunner and Earthshaker. Oh, for those who wonder who is casting, my name is Mizrim. I'm replacing Mods here. Mods has a problem. He couldn't cast the game, so I basically was asked to replace him. I was going to at first cast the game, which weren't assigned to any casters, but since Mod is missing now, well, I have to cast his games. Not that I complain, of course. I'm really happy to cast those games. So there's 2 Observer Wards from both camps here. Everyone knows that who's in the jungle. Ice Path's gonna land an Anti-Mage. He's just gonna be fine. He knows that there's not too many heroes here. He's gonna blink in aggressively, and then Jakiro is gonna get caught behind by Rubik. Rubik is gonna land an Ice Path of his own, so double Ice Path coming in. And now Jakiro, 1 more right click, he's gonna go down. It's gonna be Titanture coming in with a Gush to get the kill. Now they might go on Earthshaker. Earthshaker running away. Winner has no mana to help him, and in fact, we have Invoker coming up from behind. He's trying to get the kill on Rubik. One more right click is going to seal the deal, and now he's going to tornado the entire team away. He's going to use the Ghost Walk, but the Sentry Ward is planted down immediately. Nature Prophet is going to come in to help though, and now they turn it around, and they get a kill on the Lich as well as the Tyranitar for the price of the... oh well, never mind. Invoker didn't die. So 3 kills again for the First Departure side. The only casualty in this one is Jakiro. So really, First Departure getting on top of these exchanges. Anti-Mage, there's the Earthshaker here. And in the mid lane, Rubik, very low on health. In fact, he's gonna fall to the creep. So 2 heroes escaping with real low health. And Lich as well, Tidehunter coming in the mid lane, but Tidehunter is not level 6 yet, neither is Lich, so that is a lot of damage output that is not here. Earthshaker is level 5, Winner is level 6. The Jakiro is level 6 as well, and the Invoker is already level 9. Queen of Pain hasn't been an issue in this game, she has been farming the whole time. We'll have to see once she joins the fight if she can do something for the Mith.Trust side, who currently are losing every exchanges. Blinking aggressively again, gonna take 2 pot shot from the tower. She has the bottle, and she's going for power trids. She has it now. We have invisibility on Tidehunter. Tidehunter knows where the Radiant are, and do they want to go and commit on something? It looks like there's only Anti-Mage as well as Lich against the Earthshaker, and Lich is still hiding here. They might look for a kill. Earthshaker still not level 6. Are they gonna go on him? Now Lich is seen, and Tidehunter's gonna go. Now we see that TP out from Earthshaker. Earthshaker, no, the Mana Void is gonna cancel this TP. And Tornado stolen by Rubik is gonna give him a few amount of seconds, but counter warding coming up for First Departure. Now he's gonna get Ice Cold Snap as well as the Ice Path, and he's gonna go down again. His attempt to throw Jakiro on the high ground is not gonna pay off. Jakiro had a Town Porter scroll anyway, so at least it would have wasted him 135 gold, but nothing more. ABBA gonna go on the Nature Prophet. She has the ultimate. She might use it. Is she gonna... She's not gonna use it. She's gonna use it now, but very, very, very good timing on the mechanism is gonna save the Nature Prophet. She's gonna TP away and go back to the fountain. So now Tidehunter in the mid lane with the Invoker. As the Rubik, level 7 only. Anti-Mage has the Tranquil Boots, but he has pretty much nothing else. Oh yeah, he has the Perseverance. So 10 minutes, 12 minutes Perseverance, in fact. And R5 is in a lot of trouble. Nope. Support's coming in for Mith.Trust.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, we have Mith.Trust in the mid lane. They might look for something. Earthshaker is going to get a regen rune. Not going to do a whole lot though. He was already with a lot of health mana. And experience graph is telling the tale. 1.5k experience and 3k gold advantage for the Radiant now. It's not like out of the roof. It's quite okay for the moment. Something like 20% advantage. So it's not one of those games which is like a one-way stomp. Earthshaker is going to have a bit of a fish here with a Fisher. It's not going to find anyone. Oh, Nature Prophet TPing in very aggressively. And here's going to land the EMP. EMP is going to land on Queen of Pain. She's going to be able to blink away at the last moment. The Tornado is not going to hit her. And Rubik is on the run, but they're not going to be able to find her. And in the meantime, Winner gets a solo kill on Lich, while Anti-Mage is still here. TP coming in from the Nature Prophet, faked, so just pushing away the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage going back to farm. In the middle lane, the middle tower is getting pressured down by First Departure. Queen of Pain is looking for something here, but she doesn't have much to offer. Ultimate is down, so at the most she can blink in and use the Screen of Pain and die right after. She's gonna try to deny it, and she's gonna get caught by the Ice Path, as well as whoop the blink away. Tidehunter's coming in. Tidehunter's gonna get a kill with the help of Rubik's Fade Bolt, but he has no level 6. Oh, he has a level 6 now. He has no mana though, so he can't use the Ravage. And Nature Prophet is in a lot of trouble. There's the Anti-Mage coming in. Ice Path is gonna get stolen by Rubik, but not gonna land on anyone. And Anti-Mage blinking in very aggressively. He's gonna use one strike, and Lich might want to. He's gonna be able to use the Ice Blast. And with the Mana Void, he's going to be able to pick up the kill here. So, a bit of a comeback coming from Mith.Trust in this team fight. Queen of Pain even getting a kill on Invoker on the bottom lane with the help of DD Rune. Queen of Pain, in fact, going for double Null Talisman, so it's a very early game build. 2 Null Talisman, 1 bottle, as well as Magic Wand and Power Trade. She's looking for the most stats she can get with the fewest amount of gold. Rubik has only Boots of Speed and Bottle as of now, so very, very poor Rubik. Tidehunter, he's also pretty poor. Boots as well as Magic Wand. Lich has managed to buy a Tranquil Boots. And what does Anti-Mage has right now? Anti-Mage has, well, he is 1.4k gold away from his Battle Fury. So it's a pretty late Battle Fury. Usually you want the Battle Fury by 15 minutes if you're farming as Anti-Mage. But considering there was a tri-lane top, oh, I'm gonna have to wait a minute. There's the engagement on the bottom lane. Windrunner's gonna get caught. Windrunner's like in the middle of nowhere here. And Nature Prophet's trying to run away. Nature Prophet's trying to TP out. And Lich ultimate as well as Tidehunter is gonna pop for this. In the top lane we have Anti-Mage trying to blink away. He has no mana left. He cannot blink away. And he's caught in the middle of nowhere with everyone here. Earthshaker even... No, it's Invoker taking the kill. I thought Earthshaker was just pounding him with the Enchant Totem to get the kill. So here, both Lich using the ultimate and Tidehunter, it might be a miscommunication. The Lich ultimate does a minute stun, so it does cancel the TP from the Nature Prophet. Oh, TP coming in, and Invoker's coming alone. There's the second TP, and well, he's alone right now. There's the Windrunner coming in. She's gonna get stunned, and the Nature Prophet's gonna come in as well. Very good shackle shot, catching the Tidehunter as well as the Rubik. Now Lich in a lot of trouble. Lich might even fall. No, it's gonna be Windrunner falling down first, and now Earthshaker coming in as well, getting the kill on the Lich. But in the end, there's the Windrunner falling down and the Invoker falling down for a support Lich as well as a Tidehunter. So Mith.Trust is gonna be happy with this trade, I guess. SD now with a regeneration rune, he's gonna be very happy. He had no mana left, so we have Lakels trying to farm as much as he can. Again, guys, I remind you I'm a bit of a new caster, so if you have any remark for next game, feel free to put them on the chat. I will read them and I will try to improve. So now it's 14 for 9. And towers down is 3 towers down for the Dire here, and 1 for the Radiant. Rubik's gonna pop his regeneration rune. He has the Arcane Boots now. ABBA looks like he's gonna go for a BKB, which is pretty much understandable due to the amount of disables like Earthshaker, Jakiro's Ice Path, the Shackle Shot, not to mention the Invoker's Cold Snap and everything. And Smoke coming in. They're gonna go on Nature Prophet. Nature Prophet is going to probably try to sprout. No, he's just going to try to TP out away immediately, but Rubik with the telekinesis makes sure that he cannot do this. Earthshaker's on the run, and ABBA is on the chase. He's going to run into, well, Jakiro, it looks like he's just, no, it's okay. ABBA is going to give up on the chase. So in the top lane, what's happening? We have Anti-Mage farming, and Windrunner trying to, well, delay the Anti-Mage farm, but can't really do much with, now the Anti-Mage with the Tranquil Boots as well as Perseverance. He will just be able to farm. And a bit of a attack coming in on the Rubik in the mid lane. Rubik taking a lot of damage. Rubik might even go down here. Oh, one more Ice Path. Not going to be enough, but the Tornado comes in. Tornado's not going to be enough. Lich, oh, the Nature Prophet's going to get the kill on this one. Lich is going to fall to the Invoker. No, he's still alive here. And now Anti-Mage popping in. Tidehunter as well. And Queen of Pain is here as well. They want to get the Invoker. Invoker, he is 2 seconds away from the Invoke. He might go for the Ghost Walk. He used the Ghost Walk. Tidehunter's used the Ravage, but way too late. And now Nature Prophet is going to go here on the Tidehunter. Oh, we have Earthshaker here as well. And who's going to get the Invisibility Rune? Queen of Pain is going to get it. The Invoker is getting out of Ghost Walk, using Cold Snap, with a good, very, very good Fisher Trap by the Earthshaker. And now again we have Queen of Pain going down with the Anti-Mage. Nope, they're gonna turn around. They're gonna get tornadoed. We have Rubik taking a lot of damage. Rubik is going to go down to the Earthshaker. Earthshaker with a very good Echo Slam. A lot of disables coming in. And Anti-Mage as well as Queen of Pain will fall without being able to do anything in this last moment of the fight. And 19 for 10 in this fight. Everyone falling down for Myth. And who died for the other side? Buyback status. There was no buyback for the Radiant, so I guess I don't really remember who died in this fight. A lot of action coming in, and this is Southeast Asia Dota for you. 29 kills in 20 minutes, and almost all the other towers going down. Hero levels we can see here, 12, 12, 12, 12, so those... And actually the hero levels are way more even than I expected here. Yeah, Experience Graph is even going for the way of the Dire for a few moments. But the goal graph with those towers going down, well, 4K is not that much. 4K is the amount, pretty much the amount of towers falling down. It's like 4 towers, so it's about 4K gold advantage. But I must say, Mith.Trust is keeping their cool. They're getting the farm down on the Anti-Mage and on whoever can get it. Anti-Mage. Oh, they want to go in, and Earthshaker is going to land a Fisher. Ice Path not going to land on anyone. The Tornado is going to fish no one here. And Rubik is going to get a Cold Snap. Ice Path is going to land on 3 heroes. Titan's coming in, but he has no Ravage. And now the Queen of Pain ultimate, but the mechanism from the Nature Prophet is going to deny a lot of this damage. Queen of Pain is going to be able to TP or to blink away. And in the meantime, the Anti-Mage doing what he can to split push. He has the Battle Fury now. And let's take a look at the items. 20 minutes in, we have Nature Prophet with this mechanism, who has saved him a lot of time. We have Invoker with the Drum of Endurance Face Boots and going for the Force Staff, I guess. Windrunner with the Perseverance. He might go for a Lincoln Sphere. Yes, in fact, she already has it. Same for the Invoker. He has the Force Staff. They're gonna catch the Lich. Lich is gonna get Cold Snap, and he can't even cast a spell. Well, yeah, he can. Earthshaker is gonna get this kill here. So Windrunner has the Lincoln Sphere, or Invoker has the Force Staff in the Courier. Earthshaker has a Blade Dagger even. He has 3 for 1, and Jakiro supporting here with the Gem of True Sight, making sure that the enemy can get no vision whatsoever. On the other side we have Lich going for this mechanism, but he's so far away from it right now. He's still 1.1k gold away from it, and as a support 1.1k gold is like so hard to get. Queen of Pain trying to get her BKB as soon as possible. She is still 1.5k gold away from it. Tyrantcher has pretty much nothing. He might want to go for a Urn of Shadow, but at the moment he only has 2 Gunters of Strength to make sure that he doesn't fall as fast as the enemy can damage him. Rubik has nothing new as well, Arcane Boost Bottle, and Anti-Mage the only one getting farmed here with the Battle Fury. In fact, Windrunner is out farming a Anti-Mage, and that's the moment where you're pretty much knowing that something's going wrong here in your game. So 21 for 10, and if we take a look at the map too, there's no dire ward whatsoever. With the gem, the Radiants are just able to control the map completely, and this smoke gankies might be what Myth needs to get back into the game, but they all go back. They're all so careful right now. They know something's amiss. No one's appearing on the map. There's only the Anti-Mage here, so they know that the enemies are roaming around. And Smoke's gonna get popped too by the Radiant, so we're gonna see a 4v4. Now they're gonna see AABBA, and they're gonna wrap around. They wanna make sure that they don't make any mistakes. The Smoke is still not dispelled. They wanna catch someone here. There will be Rubik! Rubik, what are we doing here? Rubik is gonna get caught, and he has no Force Staff. He's gonna go down almost immediately. There you go, goodbye Rubik. And at the moment, Mith.Trust are just forced to just stay in their base. They're afraid, they can't do much, and this is just a sign of total map control at that point. Shackle's gonna latch on Anti-Mage. Not a lot's gonna go in. She's gonna get harassed down by a power shot as well as an Ice Path. Ice Path again. I remind you guys, 9-second cooldown for 2.2 seconds stun. It's enormous. The range also, it's almost one screen away. I mean, you can get almost anyone with this. Winner's gonna have a bit of a fish, not gonna be able to latch anyone with this Lincoln Sphere. With this Shackle Shot, I mean. We have Anti-Mage still farming up. He wants his Manta Style. Well, he's pretty much far away from it. And this I really don't understand. So anti-mage gonna get found in the mid lane. He has no mana left, and he's gonna go down. Whoa! Again, the Fissure into the Ice Path guaranteed this anti-mage death, as well as the fact that he had no mana. He can't blink away. There's the ping going down for Roshan, and I must say here, I really don't understand the courier. There was not a lot of like bottle crowing or anything, so Roshan is gonna get attacked here. The Cold Snap's gonna land, as well as the Alacrity, making sure that they want to take Roshan as fast as possible. They have two, yeah, they have 2 Arcane Boots, so it's a good amount of mana coming back for the team. Mith.Trust, they might want to do something here, but Roshan is probably going to fall before this. Yes, they're already regrouping. And there's a Radiant Ward here even, so they know what where the Mith.Trust is. They might even want to catch them with a Tornado. So Ultimate Orb now picked by Nature Prophet. Might look for a Sheepstick. Invoker has the Force Staff as well as Aegis. Windrunner has nothing new here. Well, what's on the Courier? Yeah, Magic Wand. So I guess it's yeah, Earthshaker will be the happy owner of a Magic Wand. 25 minutes in, that's some real good form. But yeah, I'm kidding. Blink Dagger and Arcane Boots on Earthshaker at 20 minutes in, or 25 minutes in. It's pretty much an Earthshaker wet dream at that point. Jakiro, he still didn't manage to buy his upgraded boots, but he doesn't care. He has the Urn of Shadow, and he's not the one getting focused into the fights anyway. Good positioning, I must say, from Jakiro. So Tyranitar, everyone from Mith.Trust are holding their ground here, while the anti-mage is trying to farm as much as possible. But he's just so far away from his mental style. And they're gonna go on the tower. Tornado as well as EMP. Oh, a bit of a mistiming here, so EMP not gonna land on Tyranitar. And Windrunner with this focus fire is bringing down this tower pretty quickly. Earthshaker is gonna be able to land the Fissure, and they're gonna go and use the Cold Snap on the Rubik, but the Ice Path not following up. Tyranitar taking Ice Path in the face. Winner running up and down again. Now we see that the anti-mage managed to get a tower. He's trying to push the second tower. First departure doesn't look like they mind. They want to get this tower. And the tower is like 500 health away from death. So now, a few more hits. Cold Snap's gonna land. Cold Snap's gonna land on Invoker as well. The BKB is gonna pop. Wind of Pain is gonna use the ultimate. And the Lich ultimate is dealing a lot of damage as well. They're going and they're trying to get these supports. Earthshaker's gonna fall before using his spells. The Shackle's gonna land, but so does the Tyranitar ultimate. Tyranitar's gonna fall for this, but in the same time, Jakiro is probably gonna fall as well. Jakiro is gonna die. Anti-mage with very low health. The damage roll. Tyranitar's gonna take over. He's gonna die before this. Queen of Fame is gonna fall as well, and Earthshaker with the buyback. He's here. The Jakiro buybacks as well. And now Earthshaker blinks in. He wants to get a kill on the Rubik. He's gonna get a kill on the Rubik. At least Nature Prophet is gonna get it. And a lot of buybacks coming from the Invoker, from the Queen of Pain, as well as from the Anti-Mage. Now, Queen of Pain blinking in aggressively. She's gonna go down. So many disables, you can't do anything. And with the Cold Snap, it cancels some of her attempt to blink. And how does the buyback say it looks like? Oh, Shackle Show's gonna land on Lich. Lich taking a lot of damage. They're not gonna go on him. Oh, yes, they are. Fissure landing from like 5 miles away. And buyback status, so yeah, Earthshaker bought back. The Jakiro bought back, as well as the Queen of Pain and the Anti-Mage. So Queen of Pain, no way she can buy back now. And they get the first set of barracks. First departure, looking very, very poised to take this first game. Or for taking this game, because there's only a best of one. 14k experience right now. No, I mean 14k gold and 6k experience as advantage. So first departure, they look for the second set of racks. Will they be able to get it? It looks like Mith.Trust. The Tyranitar is gonna get caught beforehand, and he has no Ravage though. So Ice Path is gonna land. And Nature Prophet very low on health. Nature Prophet is going to pop the Mechanism. The Queen of Pain forced to pop the BKB to make sure that she doesn't die. And she's going down on the Invoker. She wants to get a kill on Invoker. The Aegis is going to pop. They're going to be able to get the Jakiro. Invoker's back online. Invoker's taking a lot of damage. Invoker's gonna go down. No! Earthshaker, very, very good blinking into the Echo Slam. He's gonna get the Tyranitar here. Invoker still goes down to this, and Earthshaker goes down to this as well. Now it's Windrunner who's on the run. Windrunner's gonna fall. And that leaves only Nature Prophet. Nature Prophet has the Sheep Stick. He has no way to escape this. Rubik with this Ice Path, dealing so much disruption in this team fight. Triple kill on the Anti-Mage now. And did anyone buy back in this fight? No. So it is, in fact, a 5-4-2 in this exchange. A lot of people in the chat speaking in a language I cannot understand, so for those who wonder who is First Departure, they are the team who won the Singapore qualifier. So they won the game 2-0 against Explicit, who was one of the team invited in the Rising Star tournament. So they held their ground very, very well this time compared to Mith.Trust right here. They're really dealing the damage, and so for some reason this trend is bigger than the others. So Papa Trent here with the baby Trents. They want to force the team fight again. They want to go in the middle lane tower. Lich has the ultimate. Tyranitar is wrapping around. He has the Ravage as well. So TP back by the Anti-Mage. He's here as now. He has the BKB. Queen of Pain also has the BKB since a long time. 1.9k gold. It looks like she's saving up for buybacks. At this point, it's a very smart decision. So Pink's coming down. First Departure's back on farming. Invoker is pretty close to his Sheep Stick. 2.7k gold away, so yeah, I guess it's not pretty close. It's still quite far. Nature Prophet, 2k gold now. We have the Jakiro with a point booster, so it might be an Aghanim Scepter. I guess it's not a Bloodstone. Windrunner is going to go for the MKB, so more right-click damage. And I was saying, you know, there is no hardcore carry on this team, but again, Windrunner as well as the Invoker are very scary semi-carries, as well as the Nature Prophet. I mean, in the late game, Nature Prophet can also be very, very scary. What does Earthshaker have now? He has no new items. Well, he managed to get a Smoke of Deceit. And we see Mith.Trust just looks so scared. They're just staying in their own base. Now they're going to use a smoke and they want to get something done. Rubik has a Bracer that might be turning it. Oh, now we have Lich also with the Mechanism. Oh, Anti-Mage, look at, he's going to go farm instead. And so Pink's coming down. Tyranitar managed to get his Urn of Shadow. First Departure might be trying to bait them by just having two heroes shown on the lane, but Mith.Trust is a bit too smart for this. So the problem is, in the meantime, they're not getting farm when they do this. There's only the Anti-Mage getting the farm. The others are just standing around and waiting. While the First Departure side is pushing, as well as farming up the Dire's jungle. At least those two wards are the Dire Squad wards, so they will see when the Radiant will be here. They will know how many are there. And well, looks like First Departure don't want to force this fight. They're taking their time. Anti-Mage is farming up, so the more time you spend, and the better the Anti-Mage is becoming. So the Nature's Prophet is going to bounce around. Not going to do a whole lot to the Anti-Mage. He has level 20 now. He has Spell Shield. Has a bit of everything. Experience per minute. Yeah, we see Anti-Mage, due to the constant farming, he's really good getting ahead. And the Radiant side, in the other hand, are just staying around to try to push, so they're not getting a whole lot of experience. Oh, blink in by the Queen of Pain. Tornado and the EMP gonna land. At least only the Tornado. The EMP is gonna pop away a bit of a moment too soon. This Fissure is gonna land as well, dealing a bit of damage. Anti-Mage not gonna mind. Level 4 spell shield, 50% resist damage, resist magic damage, as well as the innate 25% from any of every hero. Gold advantage is still 10k in the advantage of the Radiant, but I'm under the impression that the more they wait, and the stronger this anti-mage is getting, and if they couldn't get this tower the first time with the Ravage and the Lich ultimate, I'm afraid what might happen the second time. They might be waiting to get some other sheep sticks, so not gonna be able to find her. Invoker, 900 gold away from the sheep stick now. Windrunner has an MKB complete. That might be what they were looking for, what they were waiting for, a bit more damage. So Pink's coming up again, or it could be Roshan. Now Roshan's up again, so the next fight might be happening at Roshan. Earthshaker still in smoke, not for a long time though. Yep, there goes the smoke. So Ice Path's gonna land. Tornado, EMP, a bit too soon. And now Anti-Mage popping the BKB, and Nature Prophet, you already know, Miss Land. Nature Prophet's gonna fall, so it's gonna be a 4v5, or at least no, a 3v5. Oh, Queen of Pain is on the chase. She is gonna pop the BKB, and now it looks like Jakira's gonna fall down. Nature Prophet buying back. Invoker's trying to run away. Invoker will be able to run away. In the meantime, we have Windrunner trying to push down this tower. And in fact, they're gonna be able to with the Nature Prophet buying back. Lich is coming back, but he's alone right now, and the Lich is gonna fall down if they focus him down. Oh, one more right click, he's gonna go down. But now there's the Anti-Mage coming in, there's the Windrunner coming in, the Queen of Pain coming in as well, and Windrunner. Oh, Windrunner run away. Now Major Pro is gonna fall. The Cold Snap is gonna cancel the Windrunner's TP, and Windrunner is in a lot of trouble. Windrunner might want to try to run away here. There's the Queen of Pain. She has the Invoker's coming in to a bit of support. Cold Snap. Nope. No, the Echo Slam popping, making sure that the Queen of Pain doesn't escape from this. The very, very good Shackle Shot gonna catch as well, Anti-Mage as well as the Tyrantry. They're not gonna be able to seal the deal though. So, in the end, Queen of Pain buying back, Nature Prophet buying back and dying twice. And, well, Dire's middle tower here fell, and Dire's top tower here fell, so now they're gonna go on Roshan. Nature Prophet will be able to join anytime soon, in 15 seconds. Cold Snap. Roshan can't really do much about that. Anti-Mage has a mental style now, and he's very, very hard to bring down. You just saw that. Lich. Oh! It's gonna be Windrunner with the Aegis. Ice Path is gonna land, and in fact, Anti-Mage is gonna get caught. Anti-Mage is gonna get chain stun. Oh, will he go down? No, it doesn't look like there's another. Oh, there's the Earthshaker ground pound with the aftershock. Very, very, very good timing. I mean, Luby on fire with this Earthshaker, and Invoker chasing in. Invoker might be going down because of this. Invoker is trying to run away. He won't be able to. The Queen of Pain popping her BKB. That might be a very, very sad death here. And now Nature Prophet is still here. We have Tyrantry, who's down. Anti-Mage is down, and he has no buyback. He has not enough gold. So Mana Boots are gonna pop. Earthshaker has a Ghost Scepter now, so he doesn't care if the Anti-Mage goes on him. So Dual Breath stolen by Rubik. They're gonna go on this Metal Tower. Metal Tower's gonna fall. And now TP coming in. Who is it? It's gonna be a Lich. Lich has no ultimate though. And now we see a telekinesis on the Windrunner, but not enough damage output coming up from the Mith.Trust side. They're not scared. They're just staying here. And they're gonna get this barracks. And they know this. There's still 30 seconds before the Anti-Mage comes back, because if Anti-Mage wanted to buy back, he would have already done so. So now range racks are gonna fall down as well. And they want to go for the mega creeps. They want to go for the mega creeps, and if they get it, it's gonna be pretty much over. So melee rack's gonna go down, and 11 seconds to get down this tower. Oh, Windrunner taking a lot of damage. Windrunner might be falling down, and Windrunner is the DPS of the team right now. Windrunner, she's gonna pop. She has the Aegis though, but the Anti-Mage is back. Anti-Mage is trying to get Prophet. Prophet is trying to run away. He's probably gonna fall again. And Nature Prophet has no buyback. No, he has not. But in the meantime, we have Earthshaker as well as Jakiro trying to get this barrack. They won't be able to though. So little damage coming up from them. Tornadoes coming in, gonna catch one. And now the anti-mage is on the chase. They want to get the Windrunner. Windrunner has to be careful. And anti-mage going to be forced to pop top again. He's gonna pop the BKB as well. Oh, Ice Path not gonna land on anyone. So Jakiro is gonna be the sacrificial lamb here. He's not gonna escape. No way he escapes this. And Sheep is gonna land on anti-mage. Jakiro is buying back. Anti-mage doesn't want to chase. There's only one barrack left, and the creeps are just pounding on it. What is Windrunner doing? She's deading this middle lane tower, so... Oh, Queen of Pain taking so much damage. MKB as well as Demonage and Chrysalis. She's going for the Daedalus. She's gonna go down though. And she has no buyback. None of them's goal for this. Ah, there's Ancients under attack now. They're really spread out. Myth can't really do anything. And there's the attack on the whoop. Earthshaker TPing away at the last moment. And now they go. Now they take the range racks, and this is mega creeps. And once they have mega creeps, well, you can still... Yeah, technically you're not finished yet, but... Alright, Jupi. Right. Technically, it's not over yet, but... Mega creeps, there's almost no way you can come back from this. Except for going like, middle lane push, and try to finish it. Considering that there's still a second tower racks before taking these towers and taking the ancients, I don't see how the Dyers are going to be able to do anything about this. So very good play here. Very good plays all around by the first departure side. I must say I'm really impressed here. I was under the impression that Mith.Trust would just be the better team, you know? It's just that first departure, one of those teams who won the qualifiers, and they're just showing how and why. Really good play. I mean, in this game, Earthshaker was one of the most impressive players, in my opinion. I mean, yes, everyone played immensely well, but just those timing on the enchant totems, not wasting a single second of stun. Queen of Pain is gonna be it's gonna be stunned by the Fissure as well as the Ice Path. Anti-Mage coming in with the BKB, but in the meantime he's alone. There's everyone here, and he has to blink away. The BKB is off, and the Shackle's not gonna land on anyone. They are just spread out so thin. They cannot do anything. They have to defend the Ancients as well as fight. And now the ultimate from Lich gonna deal a huge amount of damage. Oh, the poor Earthshaker's gonna fall before anything happens. Anti-Mage is gonna get latched by the very odd Shackle angle. And now Queen of Pain is gonna use the ultimate. She's gonna fall. And this is GG, well played. GG called by Mith.Trust. A good defense put down by Mith.Trust. 42 minutes GG, but in the end, first departure. Really good play. So guys, thank you for watching. This is best of one, and I will see you guys for the next game, which is going to be